What's going on, everybody? Cigar Show Tim here with Tobacco Talk Media with another edition of Tobacco Talk, where I review a cigar and then I give you my thoughts on it in four key areas: flavor, draw, construction, and burn. It's everything you want to know about that cigar, but it's from my palate's perspective, and then I rate it as to whether I think it's noteworthy or not. So this cigar for the review comes from Aganorsa Leaf. It is a Connecticut. It's supposed to have some pepper notes in there, so I'm pretty curious about it. And it's supposed to be about a medium to full strength cigar, so it's really got me curious about it. But the cigar for this review that was released at PCA just a couple months ago is the Aganorsa Leaf Anniversario Connecticut in the Gran Robusto 5x54 Vitola. There it is right there in all of its beauty. But as you know, if we're going to review it, there's only one thing left to do. Let's light it up. All right, I went with my straight cut like I like to do here, as you can see there. And on the cold draw, I'm picking up notes of light raisin note, a little bit of honey graham cracker, a little bit of actually some pepper note on the cold draw. So I don't know how strong of a peppery cigar this is going to be, but if I'm getting it on the cold draw, it might be pretty strong. We'll see. But let's toast her up. Okay, upon initial light up, I'm picking up notes of cedarwood, a ton of cedarwood. It is a very woody, strong, woody forward cigar in the flavor profile. There's a little bit of some black pepper that's in there. The retrohale will remind you that there's a little bit of black pepper, but it's nothing that's going to make your eyes water. At least it shouldn't. And then there's just a really smooth creaminess that follows that, which is really, really good. So I'm going to jump into the first third. When I come back, I'll let you know the blend on this cigar, what the flavor notes are like, and, well, how the cigar is treating me in the first third. All right, let me show you the burn here at the end of the first third. As you can see right here, it is doing very, very well. Nice white ash, stacking dimes. Just a hint of a wave right there on the backside of the cigar, but otherwise doing very, very well with the burn. The draw on this is quite nice. It's a what's called a trunk press or a soft box press. If you look at the cigar right here, you can see that it's not quite a hard box press, but it's a little bit rounded. They call that a trunk press. So the draw is doing very well. The burn obviously is doing quite well. Flavor notes in the first third. So the honey graham cracker note is still in there. The woodiness is absolutely still there. It's a very pronounced cedar wood in the first third. And then there's a nice leather undertone that's coming in as well with that creaminess. Very, very smooth, very nice until you get to the black pepper. Black pepper is very noticeable on the palate and even more so on the retrohale. If you're one that doesn't blow out much smoke before you retrohale and then blow out the rest from your mouth again, it's going to sting you. It's going to make your eyes water. It's got some pretty good tingle. It is pretty dang near close to spicery level, but it is really good complementing with the creaminess, with the light wood, with the leather, with the honey graham cracker, all those different notes. Very, very good so far in the first third, but it does have a bit of a kick. So the blend on this, it features an Ecuadorian Connecticut, wrapper, and the binders and fillers are all from Nicaragua. So that's the blend on the cigar and the makeup of it. I'm going to jump into the second third. When I come back, I'll let you know about any flavor transitions. I'll let you know about construction, everything else. Oh, and the strength on this, I would say, is probably a mild plus to a medium minus. In the first third, it started as a good solid mild plus, then it went straight into like a medium minus. And I'm betting this is probably going to get to a nice strong medium by the end of the second third, but only time will tell on that. So I'm going to smoke through the second third. When I come back, I'll let you know that, some more information that I find on the cigar, and we'll go from there. All right, let me show you the burn here at the end of the second third. You can see right there, doing it very well. Smoke coming off the foot right there, and it is starting to singe the band just a little bit there. Okay, let's get into flavor notes in the second third. So they continue to develop. The woodiness has come up just a little bit more, but it's met and pretty even with a really nice creamy nutty note. So the creaminess is still there, but it's a creamy nuttiness that's now coming through. The pepper is still there. It's a pronounced black pepper. The retrohale has gone up just a little bit more in the level of spice that you get off of it. And again, if you retrohale right away, it's probably going to burn a little bit more. If you blow a little bit of the smoke out of your mouth and then retrohale, it's not quite as sharp and quite as strong when it comes to the black pepper note. Strength on this, I would say, is absolutely good, solid medium strength right now. The draw is doing very well. The construction's doing great. And overall, it is performing very, very well. I don't want anybody to think that this is the Connecticut that Aganorsa has released back for quite some time. I actually did a review almost a year ago right now. You can watch that video right up here where I reviewed an Aganorsa Leaf Connecticut, but it is different than this one. This is the Anniversario, like I mentioned at the beginning. So that's what it's like in the second third. When I come back at the end, I'll let you know any changes in the flavor profile, the strength, how the cigar has wrapped up, and whether or not I think it is nubworthy or not. All right, let's wrap up this review. Here's the burn at the end of the cigar. You can see right there, still burning pretty much straight, doing very, very well. Okay, flavor notes in the final third as the cigar wrapped up. The creamy nuttiness came absolutely to the forefront. The woodiness fell way back in the flavor profile. It's pretty much just there on the long finish, but that creamy nuttiness is absolutely delicious. There's a little bit of a sweetness that's in there still from the very beginning, from like the honey graham cracker at the initial light up, which is really interesting that it came back, but it's really, really good. And what everybody's probably wondering about, what's the pepper like? What's the spice like? Black pepper is absolutely still there as the cigar wraps up, but it did actually come down and throttle back just a little bit. So there's still a noticeable black pepper on the palate. When you retrohale, you still get a little bit of that spice, but it's not quite the level of spicery that it was in the second third. Strength on the cigar, I'd say ended at a medium to medium plus, right around there. Not full strength. It really didn't go up much at all in this final third. Draw was very nice. Construction, plentiful smoke output, really good experience. So do I think this is nubworthy? Absolutely, this is a nubworthy cigar. If you are a true Connecticut cigar enthusiast, this probably isn't for you because of the pepper note that's in here. But if you can get past a little bit of that pepper, the second third gets up a little bit more. But when it comes down and finishes in the final third, it becomes a really, really good Connecticut with just a little bit of spice. So overall, very enjoyable. If you're a cigar enthusiast that actually enjoys more of the Nicaraguan spice, this is going to be right up your alley. So if you don't typically smoke Connecticut cigars, go and check this one out because I think you're really going to enjoy it. If you're going to check it out or you already have checked it out, put some comments down below. What are you expecting from it? Did you get the same experience that I did from this cigar when you smoked it? If you haven't had it yet, put some comments down below as to why you think this is a cigar that you need to check out. If you enjoy the lighter stuff from Aganorsa, no question, go and get one for yourself. But that's going to do it for this edition of Tobacco Talk. Enjoy your cigar journey, everybody. I'm Cigar Show Tim. As always, I'll see you.